Hey y'all. Okay, I'm back. I am finishing up my last block for row 2, and I was going to go ahead. I've been working on this off camera because there's just so much work to do and it's just kind of repetitive. So I was like, you know what, I'll work on this off camera and then come back when I'm about finished. So I'll probably start off a row, work on it, like start a row off on camera, work on it off, and then finish it on. I'm just trying to get this quilt or this quilt top done. I've got so many that like I need to finish my chickens one. I need to work on my block of the months. Like, I've got so many that I need to do and get caught up on. I know the swinging on a star quilt I haven't even thought about because those last 2 blocks, I'm like, I don't even want to deal with them. I know that sounds bad. On these go that way. So yeah, these are the last little bit. And I went ahead and when I finished the 3rd and 4th blocks, sewed them together, and then I went ahead and sewed them to blocks 1 and 2 for row 3 or row 2. So I did go ahead and do that. That way it saved me a little bit of time. So all these threads drive me crazy. I did get some more of my pins out, my glass head pins. I'm like, I need some more out. So with all these intersections, I do pin. Normally, I try not to pin if I don't really need to, but this has got a lot of intersections, and I want to make sure all my little seams match up nicely. And I've gotten to where I'm even pinning the end of the block to make sure it stays lined up. And I don't know how many of you watched my full video yesterday about seeing the July Sew Sampler, not July Sew Sampler, gummit Lauren, the August foundation paper piecing, and seeing my chicken blocks, and seeing I showed off the July foundation paper piecing that I got finished. Showed that off. I think I want to say that I was showing and talking about some stuff the last 15 minutes of that video, something like that. So I don't know how many of you watched the end of that, but I will be starting on my August foundation paper piecing soon. I'm just really trying to hurry up and get this quilt top somewhat done. So, because I didn't realize July is already almost over. Even though my daughter's birthday is at the last of it, it's still kind of snuck up on me. So, just lining my seams up. These are going to nest nicely. So, I didn't sew. I did sew off camera and didn't record it. So, I just don't know how many people want to keep watching this over and over again. So, I figured I'll start a row, record it, like I said, and then work on the other blocks, and then when I'm almost finished with the last one, then I will go ahead and record. Okay, so this one is now done. I'm going to press it. Press it, and then do all my seams match? Yeah. And then I'll sew it to the 5th block, and then sew these 2 blocks to the rest of the row. And then I'll sew this row to the 1st row. We'll go ahead and do that, because like I said, I'm going to go ahead and sew them together while as I go. So okay, so this is the 5th block right here that I did. Wasn't too bad. Okay, and this is the 6th block. So I will sew these together, match up all my seams. I love my glass head pins, the little blue and pink ones from my June Sew Sampler. The only thing is I wish they were a tad bit longer like my other glass heads. That's okay. They're still good pins. I still like them. Hope that seam got messed up. Okay. Let me press these open. And then I'll check all my seams and make sure they're nice and matched up perfectly. Maybe not perfectly, but matched up. They look like they are. I think it's real bulky. I have to put some starch because my seams just don't want to lay down. And it's just a very fine mist, but it helps just lay those down. Okay. Where are my other? Here they are. Okay, so here's this. Where's my other row? Okay, so here is this row right here. This is the row that I did. You can see. So I got this done. Now I'm just going to sew the other row to this. I am using my longer ones on these thicker pieces just because I know that they'll go through all those layers with plenty of room. Okay. I'll go ahead and pin these since it wants to not do right. If y'all are new here, my name is Lauren and welcome. If you don't mind, and if you want to, give me a like and subscribe, and even hit that notification little alert bell. I don't remember what it is. Because I do go live. Where did that pen go? I do go live, and that way you can get notified when I do go live. And I'm thinking about going live Saturday and organizing all my fabric, my big mess of fabric. If you're interested in that, let me know. Oh, I missed a pin. Oh yeah, everything looks really nice. Where's that seam? Right here. So I know yesterday's video was kind of long, and I didn't mean for it to be as long as it is. And that's another reason why I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start a block or two and then just sew the others off camera. Okay, so here is that entire row. There's the green. Now I'm going to get my, excuse my big head in the camera. Go ahead and get the first row, and I'm going to go ahead and start pinning and sew it. So let me pin this and I'll be back. Okay. I am back. I have got it all pinned. I did not want to do that on camera because there's a lot of pins. So I've got it all pinned, and now I'm just going to start sewing. Now it'll be interesting to see if all my seams match up on this one, because there is a ton of them. Take some of these pins out so I don't miss any and, like, you know, impale myself. There are a ton of seams on this quilt, y'all. Where are my two? There. And then sometime today I will organize the next row of blocks so I can get that started as well. Okay, let me press this and see how it looks. Well, I'm excited to see it. I am excited to see it. I gotta move. My daughter put her brush and everything on my ironing board. I don't know why. Okay, let me press these. Set the seams. This is gonna be a pain trying to open these seams. Okay, let's see here now. Press them open. I'm trying to press them open without messing up any of my other seams. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and spray this block seam. That way it don't. Maybe if I do it block, blah, 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 blah. I can't talk. Block by block. It will help. Yeah, there's definitely, I'm glad I started pressing a lot of these seams open because there is a lot of bulk in some of these. A ton. Some of these seams are probably going to be messed up, but I'm doing the best I can. I mean, as far as when I'm pressing them. My iron is kind of dragging on some of the others that I've already previously pressed open. Come on. Open up for me. There we go. My iron wants to get hung on some of them. If my little iron's cord was longer, I'd be using that one. Okay, now let me check here. That seam matches. That seam, that seam. That does, that does. Well, it looks like all my seams matched. Yes, win-win. Okay, so here is what this looks like. Let me turn you around. Excuse my hot mess appearance. Back up as much as I can. So this is going to be the top of his hat. Oh, that looks so good already. I'm excited. Everything's lining up pretty nicely. So I'm not really having a problem with any of my stuff not lining up. And I know that looks funky over here, but those line up. But this is going to be the top first two rows. Let me show y'all. Well, where is my, hold on. Here it is. So the next row, so there's going to be these two rows here. The next row, row 3, I'll actually be starting on part of his face. So the first two rows are his hat, and then I'll start slowly working on his face. So I'm excited. So that will be row 3 looks like right here. So I will start it on camera. I may only do one block, but I will start it on camera and then just sew it off camera. And then when I'm about ready to sew it all together, then I will. I think this will be easier as I sew row by row, sewing them together. That way I don't lose blocks. I don't lose rows. They're already together. And by the time I get to my last row, all I got to do is sew it on, and my quilt top's almost done. I've got to get some border for it though. Because like I said, I think I'm going to make it look like a picture frame. So, or like this is going to be in a picture frame. So let me know what y'all think. I'm pretty happy with it so far. And it's easy. It's a little time consuming. You do have to be organized. That's one thing I learned about this quilt top. You do have to be very organized to make sure it stays, everything stays together. But I'm enjoying it. I'm really happy. I'll start organizing, starting to in a little while once we take a break from school because we're about to start. I will organize all of my fabric pieces on my design boards, and I may only sew one block on camera. I'll sew one block, and then I will come back when I'm finishing the last block, because these actually look like they have quite a bit, if you can see, look like they have quite a bit of piecing in there. So they may take me a little bit longer than some of my others. Some of my others in row 1 and 2 had some, my eyes look so dark, like black. But they had bigger pieces, what I'm trying to say. So I didn't have to piece as much. I mean, I had to piece, but y'all know what I mean. Because all these others look like they're going to be pretty. So I'm really going to have to pay attention. Once I get to row 7 and 8, row 8, there's only one block that has a few pieces. So it ain't going to be bad. And then row 7 is not going to be too bad. But these others will. But I'm going to try to get these done. I want to try to get this done by the end of next week, I hope. Is it this week or next? I think the end of next week. I want to try to get this done. So y'all be on the lookout. I will be getting all this done. I will be sewing a lot of it off camera because there is a lot of piecing, and it will be a lot of videos, and it's a lot of repetitiveness. And I know people aren't going to want to sit there and, you know, look at all. Let me know. I know I had one person interested in me sewing some chickens. Let me know if you want me to sew more chickens, record them, because I am working. I am slowly working on my chicken blocks. I'm going to try to get a video up of, hopefully today or tomorrow, tonight or tomorrow, of the designer mystery block of the month, the cutting. So I need to get that. I want to get that cut. I'm trying to get things cut that way when I'm done, I can just pick up my design board with my pattern and just start sewing, and I don't have to worry. And then if anybody missed it, this is August's foundation paper piecing from Shabby Fabrics, and I will be starting that soon. So I'll be cutting that. So anyways, I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye, y'all.